Good afternoon, everybody. It's your boy Benjamin 10. That's my new name. I'm back at it like a crack addict. Nah, man, it's 2020. We gotta come in heavy. You under dig? Back at it like a crack addict, doing what we gotta do to get to where we gotta go. You under dig me? And we got a treat for y'all today, starting this way.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Joe T.
And you already know, it's your boy Amani Grant Pate, sports writer and reporter.
Kobe. It's D-Lo from the 6th floor.
What's good, Josh? Your boy Aaron Spencer, ain't money from Kansas City.
What's poppin'? It's your girl Key.
And save the best for last. It's your girl Maya K with the word of the day. Just to start off with some quick Lincoln announcements. Our Mr. Lincoln Michael Parks will be participating in the HBCU Mr. HBCU competition on Saturday, February 1st. Lincoln is providing a fan bus, so make sure you all check your emails to sign up for that. And then my last announcement is for the seniors graduating in May. The last day to file for graduation is February 12th. Make sure you pay your $40. You pay that at the cashier's office, and you take it to the office of registrar, and you will fill out the application. So make sure y'all go do that.
Yes, sir, man. Let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room, man. Let's start off with a moment of silence for Kobe Bryant, man. Just a quick 15. Just paying our respects to the GOAT, man. Anybody got any comments on it? How, like, where were you when it happened? How did it make you guys feel? I'll start us off. Man, Kobe, number 8, number 2, 4, man. I remember, you know what I'm saying, growing up watching Kobe. And as I got older, I got to understand his personality more, man. That Mamba mentality. That seriousness that he possessed in the game. You under dig? And I just kind of embodied that whole spirit in everything that I do, you know. I remember somebody said in a book, one of the coaches, I believe it was Phil Jackson, he said in his book, he said, I like Jordan, but I ain't really like Kobe. Sometimes you got to ball even when the coaches don't like you. That was Kobe's mentality. He didn't care. He didn't care to be liked. He didn't care to be cute. He didn't, you know what I mean? He didn't, you know what I mean? He cared to come and do his job, man. And it's just sad that he had to pass that way. Any comments?
I just want to say we lost a legend. That was my favorite player. I believe he is the GOAT above Jordan, above LeBron. I'm going to stand on that. I want to say he's gone too soon. R.I.P. Gigi, you know. And, Kobe was the GOAT, man. I don't want to say too much. I might get a little emotional, you know. I'm trying to smile to keep from crying, you know what I'm saying? But for real, R.I.P. the GOAT.
Like Drew said, rest in peace to him and Gigi and to those other 7 who were on board of that helicopter that day. It was one of those things where when you heard about it, it's like every time you hear about somebody passing, it's like, nah, not such and such, nah, not them. But like when you heard it was Kobe, you like really like, damn, not Kobe, bro, not Kobe Bean Bryant. I was in my room. Crazy thing is I was playing 2K, so I didn't even make it I'm sitting here playing 2K, hooping with my friends, and then boom, one of them come on the mic talk about some Kobe. They saying Kobe died. I'm like, hey, come on, bro, quit playing, not Kobe. And then you start to see the things, the news and stuff, and then like the more like allegations that came up, like people saying it was such and such with them, it was this and this. It's like, dang, and that like brings another point to where you think it's like messed up to his wife, Vanessa. They say who found out through TMZ. Like, she didn't get that knock on the door from the police or anybody. Like, she had to find out, like, we had to find out. And, like, you just have to think, like, that's, like, real heartbreaking. And, like, you're hearing the stories of the witness report of how he's saying, like, it was, like, just a straight impact. So, like, you hope it's one of them, like, agonizing moments. Like, you just hope it's, like, real quick. But, like, yeah, just rest in peace to Kobe and all the people affected, all the families affected. Man, I would just want to say RIP to Kobe, man, and Gigi and
like all the 9 people that were, on that helicopter, man. Kobe Bryant, man, like as a kid, just like watching sports and just like playing, like he inspired me, man. Like he inspired like a lot of people, like having that Mamba mentality. Like it's not even just basketball; it's like bigger than basketball. Like just you can do anything if you like work hard at your craft. And like, man, Kobe, he just like impacted the world,
I just thought it was crazy that it was the night of, well, the morning of the Grammys, because Whitney Houston passed away the night of the Grammys.
Right.
So I just thought that was really crazy. 2 legends on that day, and that's such a big that's such a big awards. So I don't know. Just rest in peace to Kobe and Gigi. Prayers out to their family and friends, and then all his fans, and even like Gigi's friends, like her sisters, her mom, his wife. Like, I know that's tough. Definitely tough.
It was crazy that you brought up the night of the Grammys thing, because it was also like literally the day after, not barely 12 hours after LeBron just passed him for third all-time in scoring. So it's just like just thinking like he was just on social media congratulating. One thing that messed me up even more is Shaquille O'Neal's son, got a message from Kobe that morning, like, because it happened. They said the plane crash happened at 9:45, and like around 8:30, he showed a DM of Kobe checking up on like, how you been, like what's going on with you, and he texting them at 10 o'clock, like an hour after the incident happened, saying, "I'm good, man. How you been?" Not knowing like this just happened to Kobe. So yeah, that's what's even more crazy about it.
Yeah, and I saw that LeBron had posted like they had talked that morning.
Yeah, right before he got on the flight.
Right before he got on.
And it's crazy that LeBron was just talking about him, like you said, in that interview about Kobe, man.
Yeah.
Like him surpassing Kobe and like, Kobe congratulating him with the last tweet. That was crazy.
Wow, man. I think a moment like this is just, I don't know, it just kind of puts stuff into perspective. It's like we all just kind of questioned our own mortality. Like this guy was like the trifecta of health, like when at one point in his life, he was arguably, if not the best athlete walking on the face of the earth, let alone the most healthiest person. And just to see him go out like that is such a tragedy. And his daughter, and the other people that were on the plane, and just the families and everybody affected by it. It's just really saddening, whew.
Man. And then to answer your question, Ben, like, I woke up and my roommate, Dave, he was like, man, like Kobe just died. I'm like, Kobe, like Kobe Bryant. Like, that was just crazy to me. I'm like, this can't be real. And just to hear it on like Sports Center and stuff, like, I'm like, dang, this is a guy like I looked up to.
Nobody.
And you would think he's invincible. Like, how would a guy like at his status, like, just die
I just feel like that should be a wake up call for everyone, since he was such a big person and a legend like that. Everybody, you should really tell your loved ones you love them, because not every day is promised. And someone like Kobe passing away like that,
anybody.
Nobody's untouchable. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, you just got to look at, like, you got to make sure you are really living every day. So
yeah, man.
Aren't they trying to change like the NBA logo?
It's a petition.
It's a petition. I know. Last time I checked, it was like 800,000 signatures. I don't know if it's went up.
I know
it went from 400,000 to 800,000.
One thing is like most teams like motioning to retire like the number 24. I know one team that did it was the Mavericks. Mark Cuban, the owner of the Mavericks, he said that don't know the Maverick wear that number. So I know a lot of teams are like thinking of following in suit with that.
And I feel so sorry for like the basketball players like who had to play that day.
Yeah, no, they're
like,
emotional.
Oh my gosh, like it hurt. I don't watch basketball like that, but like it hurt to see them like on the sidelines like crying and stuff like
Pro
that.
Bowl
Shout out
basketball.
to Trey Young and Devin Booker on me. They balled out for KB2 for the GOAT.
Right. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Trey Young was like 13 of 24, and like Devin Booker was like 11 of 24, and I know they combined for like 81 points. So it's like, dang, it's like, is Kobe like really just looking down on them? It's just crazy like how that happens.
Right, man. And just to elevate the conversation, I was watching Undisputed, and I noticed that Skip Bayless said, because his wife lives out around in Calabasas, he was saying that it was super foggy outside.
Wasn't it like a fire? Was it a fire when it crashed?
No,
or
it's just
something?
the weather.
Oh,
It was
you
super-
talking about that day? Oh.
It was super foggy, and they were saying that even the LAPD, like the people of that area, like the police officers, they was landing their helicopters. Like it was not the ideal type of weather to be flying a helicopter. You know, so people were speculating maybe like they were flying in a fog and they shouldn't. And I was watching old Kobe interviews, and that helicopter was his main means of transportation. Like you got to think, how many times has Kobe flown in a helicopter? He probably flown in a helicopter thousands of times to and from games. And knowing Kobe, Kobe's not gonna miss a game
And
because
they were
of some
headed to
fog.
basketball practice for Gigi.
Right.
And there was another little girl in the helicopter too. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
that really hurt me because I don't know the other little girl's name, but like her and Gigi, they didn't really get to live a full life at all. She was 13.
She's gonna be a star too. They said
Yeah.
like Kobe
It
was
was
teaching her the game.
Yeah.
it was
You-
two young athletes on that helicopter, like in the making, like, and they both just gone too soon.
Crazy.
Yeah, UConn had
Oh yeah. see
did
that.
like a little tribute for Gigi because I guess that's where Gigi wanted to go.
Yeah.
It's they had like the number 2 jersey on all the seats and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, that was dope.
So yeah, she would have probably went to UConn.
Whew. Well, rest in peace, Kobe. Any more comments before we further the show? Kiwi? Anything? All right. Man, anybody watch I'm happy to see you guys, just to lighten the mood.
Man.
Right.
Gosh, Lee.
Man,
Miss y'all too.
it's been a minute.
We
Happy
had a
to
lot of
see you
birthdays
guys,
too.
man.
We had a lot of birthdays too.
We gotta
Hold
apologize.
on. Speaking of birthdays,
Uh-oh.
my birthday was last Saturday. Just turned 22.
Hey.
Ah.
Hey, round of applause for Maya making 22.
22 years. Hold on.
Man, happy birthday, man.
D-Lo had a birthday.
Hey.
D-Lo from the
19,
sixth floor.
19. Nasty
19.
19. Oh, I feel old.
That's
Talking about
nice.
19. I'm 22. Ooh.
Man, what y'all had going over the break? Everybody good? Good Christmases,
sir.
New Year's. Apologize to the fans what I was saying before because I know we kind of late with this episode, kind of late in the year, but man, the weather been acting up. It's been unpredictable and school been getting canceled. So we just really happy to be here today, man. Anybody check out Netflix over the break? Any
That's
good
all I watch.
movies?
Definitely.
Man, what
Far
y'all
From
dive
Grace.
into? Far from that wasn't even on the docket, but we gotta talk about it. That wasn't even know. You said who?
Hernandez.
Hey, we got it.
Oh, my
So that was my favorite. That was probably my favorite. That was crazy. That was a trip.
My favorite was probably the Kevin Hart documentary. It was so inspiring.
And see,
Like, if you really like watched it, like where he brought himself from, like that was super inspiring. I binge watched that in like 2 hours.
I liked it that one too, man. The thing about the Kev Hart documentary, I think the number one thing that he highlighted in that documentary was there's no such thing as the perfect person at all. You know what I mean? And we so often everybody looked at Kev like he was just this perfect dude, to where whenever he messed up, everybody just condemned him and shunned upon him when he made the comments, and he it was just a lot to dive into with that documentary. I had a lot of thoughts on that, but I can't go too deep into those thoughts on that documentary right here due for time purposes. But it was a great documentary with the Aaron Hernandez documentary. That was a good one too, man.
yeah, for sure.
It was good. I from what I read, because I didn't really know much about the story, but from what I've read, was it his lawyers, his family saying like they kind of got some stuff wrong in the documentary, like I guess like insinuating, he took his life away because he was gay. Oh, so I know it was a lot of like controversy going on about that, like saying that they didn't do the documentary justice. Like it was, I mean, I guess nobody, unless you're that person, I would say nobody really knows how they feel. Like,
It's definitely like a lot of questions. Like, you know.
It was a lot of things. I overanalyze things when it comes to documentaries because I'm such a TV type person, and a lot of people were saying like his father was hard on him because of you know, he didn't want him to be that way in his hidden sexuality, and they saying that may have forced him to become a maniac. And actually, one of the murders that he was actually convicted of was because he felt that that guy may have known. They was using that as one of the motives. He felt that that guy may have known of his sexuality, and he wanted to get rid of him. So it was a lot of levels to it.
Yeah.
The conversation with his mom, that was a super dark moment. He was like, "You ruined me. You made me this way. You thought I was gonna be a good
Ooh,
person."
yeah, I wanted to fight his mom. I didn't even.
Man,
It's-
it's just
My mama
crazy
would
and
never.
like just to hear about his upbringing and stuff, and like
Mhm.
you know where he put himself in a bad position. Like he had everything, you know, NFL player, champion, Pro Bowler, and all that, and like to have all that taken away.
He was definitely talented. He was
Yeah.
definitely talented, but I do feel like we can blame his family, but in some way it was a lot of self destruction there too.
Yeah.
I feel like he had a lot of personal
Mm.
demons that he needed to work out, but overall, you know, he's gone. I personally feel like you shouldn't. If you're not gonna make the documentary while he's here, then what's the point of even making it? You know, it's really sensitive, and we talking about Kobe, and even after Kobe died, they already had a documentary posted on Hulu the same day.
What?
They
What?
titled it
What was posted
"The
on
Death
Hulu?
of Kobe."
They posted like
documentary.
the ABC little news story they did from the day he died on Hulu.
The who?
On Hulu, it was a ABC. They did like a little news story about him dying, and so then Hulu like posted the news story.
That's crazy because someone said ABC, like ABC had like lied or something. Like
Yeah, they the
something
ones,
they
They're the
said.
ones that like released the post about all 4 of his daughters being.
Yeah,
on the,
yeah,
plane.
that's what it was.
They rushing stuff out there, man.
Yeah, that's the one thing about journalism. It's just one of them. Yeah.
And then I know we finished talking about Kobe, but that's why I wasn't believing his death because the only source was TMZ.
Yeah.
And I was telling Drew like, don't be so. I was like, because really TMZ gets a lot wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot wrong. I said so we don't know for sure, but
They
like
start
once
rumors, too.
ESPN
Yeah.
has, I was like, okay,
Yeah,
like
that's
now.
where like brings up where like the chief sheriff of LA was talking about how his wife found
Yeah.
out that before they even first responders could even like get to her and tell them, like they were calling TMZ like despicable and like disgraceful for that and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And people were like on Twitter like, you know, saying they should shut down TMZ for something like, cause they were like saying just think of like how a wife would feel like refresh her timeline and boom, she's seeing that her husband is dead. Then she put 2 and 2 together. Oh, my daughter was with him. So yeah, it's just like.
But I mean, if that's the case, TMZ should have been shut down like a long time ago. Because I mean, I'm sure a lot of celebrities find out stuff firsthand from TMZ.
It's always that want to be first to broadcast on instead of actually.
Just like they was just rushing stuff. People done killed
Yeah.
Rick Fox.
I done heard-
and
yeah, Rick
all
Fox,
his
yeah.
daughters. And
Oh
just,
my goodness. That.
I mean, Rick Fox, I would have been mad.
It was so much wrong. Like, I mean, the number of people they said was on the helicopter. Like, that
Yeah.
number kept changing. Like, it wasn't really.
Man, like
It went
bring
to
the
4,
facts.
9, 8. Yeah.
Rick Fox was on there.
Yeah.
All the daughters.
You know something, and I feel like this is a very deep episode. We talking about life and death. Another good movie that really spoke on life and death that surprised me was actually one of my favorite things that I watched over the break. Bad Boys 3.
Oh my gosh, if you haven't seen it, I
shoot, that
cried
was a good
twice.
movie.
I cried twice.
I cried.
They definitely set it up for a 4.
I ain't
Oh,
cried.
I
I like the movie, but I ain't
cried.
cried. I like
I
the
oh
movie.
cried.
my goodness.
I cried.
I love
Has
bad
everyone
movies.
seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Are you planning to go see
If
it?
you don't plan
like,
to see it,
Oh my gosh, I
Oh,
can't
we
even say
could-
what
oh.
I cried about.
Oh,
Can I say it? Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, we can talk about it far from Greece,
Okay,
dude.
okay, no, she said
No,
I could
we
say
gotta
it.
talk.
I gotta say it. So so Will Smith gets shot. Mike,
Yeah, you gotta do a spoiler.
that
alert.
part it had tears just because you really don't see Will Smith getting shot like that was like a Cleo type of shooting and set it off. Like you don't see him getting shot like that, but when they shot Captain,
Oh,
I ain't gonna
my
fake it.
nerves like
unexpected. I was like,
When
whoa,
that
hold on.
it hit him,
Hey, I ain't gonna lie,
dead
that
in
was
the
one of them
neck.
moments like you see it happen. You was
because
like,
he's
he
so and like in
instantly-
every movie he's so funny.
You knew he was over it when he got hit. I'm like, it ain't no saving him. Like Will was trying to like do the little presser, Cap.
Yeah.
a lot of people.
That
Ain't no
hurt my
coming back.
heart, and like My family, we are such like Bad Boys fans. Like we got the the DVD with the first and second one. Like I've seen those movies probably over 100 times. So, and I was peeping like in the beginning of the movie. I was like, dang, they got Captain in it a lot. Like I was like, he in like every scene now. Like I wonder why they showing him, and then they killed him.
I like how they show how close they were though. Like, because you like you said in the first two movies. He was
he was there to just yell at them, but like in this one, it really showed like his relationship with them.
Almost dropped the turd when dude got hit. He's like, dang.
And then when he was having like that talk with him like on the bleachers during his daughter's basketball game, I guess it kind of like set it up like,
hey,
yeah.
Are we gonna go into the twist?
Or even when we can't talk about the twist at the end.
Aaron hasn't seen it. Key said she didn't care. Yeah,
I feel like the twist,
but we're not gonna tell you. I
feel like the twist at the end.
She said that was enough. She said that was enough. She said that was enough. You still, even though I said it, you still gonna be like,
but
like it's still gonna. She not gonna know when any of this happens. Like,
but to speak on their relationship, even when Will was on that table battling life or death, man, and the cat was like, "This personal for me," you know, and Martin was in that church. Woo!
And that's you really don't see Martin Lawrence playing serious roles like that. So like seeing him cry and like really show a different side of him just being funny, I thought that was good too.
When I tell you Martin went to church.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he does that in every movie. He sucks throughout the whole movie,
Martin,
and then like the last scene.
No.
I like the angle they took. You know, they older and stuff, so they had to make him like,
But that's how he
more
is.
serious, like
but
a dad serious.
Even in the first one and second one, Will's always like aim for them. Like you don't know how to shoot, and then he always gets like that one shot at the end, and that just. He didn't get it though. Like he got a shot in, but it didn't save the day like he usually did.
Yeah, the glasses. Hey, that was.
That boy was like,
Yeah.
It was a great movie, man. Martin did his job. I feel like they complimented each other so well, man.
Hey.
I like how they kept all the movies tied together.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And they kept the same people.
Yeah.
Reggie.
Yeah,
when I first seen Reggie, bro, I was so.
Hey, what you say on the scale from 1 to 10? What did you give it?
Oh, I gave it a 9.
A 9. What'd you give it?
I give it a 9.7.
9.7?
9.7.
Sheesh, give me
I could round
almost
mine
a
up to
10.
I'm going to throw
9.7.
8.5. You know?
I gave it not my fault.
I'm gonna go 8.5 too.
I gave it a 9 because, like we said, we brought back all the characters, but I really wish they would have brought the sister back, Gabrielle Union.
Well, in the Breakfast Club, they said
I saw that.
they had asked, but they were like, I mean,
they said the story they wanted to go with.
it was like it was still I mean, they still kept everybody, but I guess
like
they would have
they mentioned her in the movie, but I really feel like
they would have had to keep going from
something.
Yeah, they didn't have a relationship.
Or at the wedding.
her and Will never
Will
really.
was with the detective
Mike
guy, kinda.
never really.
But I guess they could have made her the detective guy. In the detective spot, the Mexican guy.
Oh yeah, but I liked her though. I liked her.
I did too, but
I liked her.
Cause she had the
Nice. Vanessa Hutchinson.
Even the. We're not talking about Vanessa.
Hey, did y'all?
We're not talking about.
Hey,
We talking
Aaron.
about.
Oh,
the
y'all
girl
talking
Mike.
about the girl that Mike was with.
He's talking about Gabriella from high school.
He said Vanessa Hutchinson.
Yeah.
That's why I was confused. I'm like, why is she?
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on. She was in high school music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, she did good though.
She did
She was
good.
looking like Rihanna on Battleship. Oh, was she in Battleship?
Yeah,
Rihanna,
she
yeah.
was. Don't disrespect Rihanna like that though.
Nah.
Don't disrespect. She
I'm
didn't look
talking
like no dang Rihanna.
Talking about with her haircut.
Oh yeah, but it's still Rihanna's was better.
Since we on the talk of movies, do y'all want to discuss Fall from
fault,
Grace?
Rihanna.
Do y'all want? I got a lot to say about.
Has
that
everyone
movie.
watched A Fall from Grace?
I got it.
Okay, you
You
haven't.
plan on
Do you
watching
know
it?
what it is?
He ain't
All right,
gonna
we gonna
watch
talk
it.
about it,
He
though.
ain't gonna watch it.
But I got a lot to say
I feel
about
like
it.
he ain't gonna watch it.
He ain't gonna
No,
watch
your
it.
homework assignment is to watch it.
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay.
I liked the movie. I pay attention to actors and how they act. I didn't like some of the actors personally, but like I liked the movie. But like the acting, I was like, okay, I felt like my niece could have did that. Like some of their fake cries, like was just horrible.
I like the starting concept of the movie, like how it was like starting with the whole, him doing what he was doing to it and everything. But then like as the plot twist started to happen, I think like the movie just started to like rushed like fast.
It like went fast.
Like, as soon as we found out like what was happening, like it just like shot through the movie.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the twist was like just adding too much to the movie. I feel like if it was just to keep it where it was, yeah, she killed him. Like, why did she kill him? Like, keep that, explaining that, and that could have been a movie in itself. But then, like, I get like every movie got to have like some kind of like wow moment. But once we got that wow moment, it's like the movie was like.
But for it to be made in 5 days,
yeah, and that's what I was gonna say.
I mean,
if
that's
he gonna
a
be
good
pumping out content like that on a regular, like he only gonna get better with that. And like this movie still was a good movie. Like it got people talking. You know what I'm saying? It got a nice twist.
Now, Tyler Perry, stop
everything,
playing with
like,
these wigs.
He went viral off it because everybody on social media talking about some I know where my tax check went or stuff like that. Like I'm gonna watch my grandma or some stuff like that. Like
That's crazy. Did y'all know Sarah did it? Like, what was the point in the movie where y'all realized Sarah did it?
When
Nah,
Cicely
I been
Tyson
had
was
one.
when
Sis
Cicely,
walked around that
no,
corner.
no, when Cicely Tyson first popped up on the screen and
Yeah, I
she
ain't
was
gonna
like
lie.
mortified,
She looked
I said,
scared. I was like,
yeah.
hey, look, I was like,
I said,
I
it's
was
something
like,
off about
what
her. I said, what's her name? Felicia Rashad. I said, oh, it's something off about her. I said, Cicely Tyson too.
I ain't gonna lie. The
I
court
know when
scene.
she messed up the case.
Yeah, in the court scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
she was on the
When
stand,
she's
I
like,
was
I'm
like,
sorry. I'm
like,
like,
yeah, it
you
was
just,
like-
you just.
that's when you start to wonder, like,
She messed up everything instantly. Like,
Come on, Claire
And
Huxtable.
see,
Right,
I'm over
Clara.
analytical when I watch movies, and I knew Sarah did it
I knew you.
or had something to do with it when Sis walked.
You talking
'Cause
about
I
the
s-
first time you
the
see
fir-
Cicely?
when
Yeah,
she went
was
to her
odd.
house
Yeah,
for the first time.
She was
and
odd.
Sis just walked. Oh. I said Tyler ain't putting Sis in no movie for no
But-
reason.
I didn't know that they were father and son. Now I thought she had killed
Now,
him,
that
but
was a surprise.
now
Together,
the
like,
father and son part. I mean the mother and son part. That kind of I was like,
they
hold
had a
on.
meme that said, I know who framed Bill Cosby now.
You said what?
They had a meme that said, I know who framed Bill Cosby now.
Felicia- Claire
the woman-
Huxtable
I
did.
thought the woman in
Felicia
jail
Rashad.
was protecting her friend
crazy.
Sarah. I thought they did it together. Like she was like, "Yeah, girl, just hide
Oh
the
no, I
body for
I
me."
thought she did it herself. I thought she
I thought
killed.
she was protecting the son, like the son.
I thought she was protecting the son, but I thought because I was like Sarah too tough. I said Sarah too cold. She too cold blooded. I said Sarah did it, but Sarah did it because that's her home girl. But nah,
So
My thing is, if they doing all of this and they've been doing this for years, you telling me that's how they living, that's how much money they have, really? Like,
and that
You
that
know
was
what I'm
one thing
saying?
because
It
I
seemed like
remember,
they
Ben,
would've
remember we was
had
talking
ran it
about
up.
this when you sat in Sites class. I said it was like a lot of plot holes in the movie because it was at one point like at the end of the movie where everything like started the news report where they was telling like us the story like everything. They talked about how they were wanted from different states for like what they were doing. So my thing is like when she called the police to like get him out the house, I know the police at least like ran a report on the
Yeah.
man. So if they see his picture or something like that, how come they didn't?
And what
Stole the
and what I
identity,
thought
stole
was
the name.
weird, so they had all them old ladies in that basement, but why was Cicely Tyson the only one who wasn't? Like that was odd to me.
What I thought was weird is how he was supposedly supposed to be dead. There's no way in that scene that she bashed his head. So how is he still alive?
well, hey,
That's what threw me off.
the mama did, like, she was the first person there. Like, right after she left, the mama was there. So she probably instantly got the, like, applying pressure, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
know,
I'm
but
not
I'm
gonna-
saying.
But
son.
she like, I mean, boom.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I told Ben this too. Like I get like, yay, they found out that she didn't kill him and all that. I ain't gonna lie. They let her go. She did still try to attempt murder. Like they just let her go instantly. Like she did. It was still attempted murder. Like she
Yeah.
bashed this man's head in, and they just let her walk free. Like nothing happened. I was like,
could be self defense.
Yeah, because he was stealing
That
from
man
her.
stole all that money and put her house up.
And didn't want to leave the house?
Ashtray.
Ash, oh, dang. I was so mad.
Ashtray. Hey, I'm not that part.
Everybody jumped. We was like, what the what? No, I was like, what? Nah.
Hey, did she ever bring the ashtray? Did
No,
she bring
she
it?
didn't.
Oh, all right. Respect.
I just
I'm
feel
glad.
bad. Like, where was her son at the whole movie, man? Check on y'all
Because
peoples,
my
man.
mama is not bringing home, first of all, somebody that young. Like, my brother's already having a problem with it. Like,
With that fake hair.
that,
Come on, man.
that wig.
how do
What
you
is
not
that
call
on
your
his
son-
head?
How do you not call your son in a situation like that?
Weird.
She
Oh,
called
but-
everybody
Well,
but
the
her
son,
phone.
they wasn't like their relationship passed
Yeah.
because he had a girlfriend.
But I liked what I did like is how the beginning of the movie when the lady jumped off the building. I like how that all kind of tied in together. Cause in the beginning I was like,
I thought that's the movie's gonna be about.
I'm like, so I
Oh.
thought somebody stole money. Like some lady just
so
killed
maybe
herself.
Tyler Perry wanted us to peep that when they showed the house.
Mhm.
And
Well,
and
I started
did.
putting two and two together once I seen the old ladies. I was
Oh.
like, oh,
Is that what
Duh.
Cicely Tyson? Was Cicely Tyson finna do that?
jump
She
off.
was- she was-
No, she was
she
trying to
said-
escape.
Yeah, she said she's trying to get back to her house. Remember the abandoned house she went to? She
because
said
that's
that was
what
her.
dude
yeah.
was sending the mail to.
Yeah, but I just want to know why she was the only one who could be out in the living room and all the other old woman was like, I mean, I guess because she's Cicely Tyson and they gotta have a star in the movie. But I just wanted to know like why was Sarah like?
She put that in her contract. I will not be down there with the rest.
It could low key be a two because Sarah does start a whole new life.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yo,
Yeah,
yeah, she definitely did. But
That
that's,
it could be a two.
how is she like
how she
doing
like,
this? She must be finessing names each time.
Claire Huxtable can do anything.
Bro, they had all the bodies lined up. I'm like,
She did say that 3 people lived in the house. She did say she ran the home for people.
Oh, so Cicely was
so
the
Sis was probably just one of the tenants, probably like a couple.
yeah to make it look like she was
had a
really
prison.
yeah.
but she was like,
Straight up.
Where do you stay?
This dude popped out the cut.
I was about to say, and I just knew the lawyer's boyfriend, the light skinned cop. When his back was like, he just didn't have nobody behind him. I said, I counted him out from the beginning. Like, yeah, you're dead.
When he put Sarah in the handcuffs, he just said, "Stay right there."
Dude, the dude at the convenience store.
All he had to do was put him on his stomach or
He
something.
just left him there.
They ain't gonna be able to get up like
Yeah, I
for Hallis unless somebody low key help.
don't know. Sarah was
I just like how the
was
cop,
cold-blooded.
he just let-
Man, Puss had all that on her stomach. She was not going nowhere.
I don't know if I
He
was a
let her
cop
walk away.
and I heard that wifey was in some trouble. I probably would have been like, "Alright, whatever," pulled off and
Yeah, he
went and
was
go
just-
pulled up.
I
Like
didn't
you
like
would have
him.
left. You would have left somebody in cuffs. You heard wifey was in some trouble. You would have pulled up, regardless of what you was doing. I would have dropped everything.
Nah, dude, yeah.
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
dude, yeah, he cool. I'm talking about when he locked her up in the kitchen.
Oh,
When she lied and he called the phone and he like, oh, hold up, my gal in here. He brought the door down. And so then that's when he put her in the handcuffs. So I'm saying she escaped from that. So all he had to do was put her on her stomach, like make her lay down. And she would have been right there the whole time. Instead, she
I don't
got
ask
away.
no questions. I wouldn't have questioned. I'd
You
be
know,
like,
you see an
oh.
old lady walk down the street, haircut.
Yeah, I'd have been like, yeah, none of my business today.
Yeah, that's
like,
weird. 'cause
That's
somebody
none of my
like-
business.
Some weird stuff
Hey,
around
did
here.
the son died, right?
Or did he go to
He in
jail?
They didn't even show him. around.
nah,
Did-
he got popped.
I thought he
So he
died.
died. Oh, okay, so he died.
Oh,
No,
no,
the
the-
wife.
Yeah, the wife did shoot him.
did,
Not
but
Sarah.
The
yeah,
lawyer.
Yeah.
So how y'all think
She
it's
kept
gonna go?
shooting him too.
I didn't
If
like
it was-
her as an
if it was
actress.
if it's a sequel, how y'all think that's gonna go? Like, where she don't have her son
I think that's just leaving it.
to go.
I don't know.
to
Tyler
women,
Perry,
so,
you would think it would be like, oh, she's just gonna do the same thing to like the ladies in the retirement home, but Tyler Perry,
if he started his new kind of
his way
I
of
don't
thinking,
wanna
like
say-
his movies are really like toxic,
yeah,
low
like,
key,
it make
like
you, but it make you want to keep watching, just like how y'all be knowing them plays and stuff. Like,
by heart.
like if he really starting something like this, and like we said, he made this in 5 days. He make a sequel to this. It's a little kind of not ghetto movie, like, but like
I wish he would
black
respond to my
type
DMs.
movies, like.
I'm trying to be in a movie.
I got an idea for what if, because the lady who plays Sarah is a legend, she can really get down when it comes to acting. What if she tries to go charm like an old man and try to steal all his stuff? And
Claire better sit down.
you don't think Claire Huxtable got it in her?
No, she do. She a cold actress, but I just Claire, if you don't go be a doctor,
It's not gonna be the same for me.
lawyer,
Nah.
like I could see it, but
And then like a husband flip on her.
But how many dudes could she really do that to? She ain't.
some old
If you
men.
see that on Netflix, man, hey, tell Tyler Perry cut you that check, man.
Man, the old
Right,
man be trying
right, straight up.
The,
She could do it to old men. I mean, probably.
the old man be trying to get them 20-year-old females. They don't be trying to get.
Man, I know we getting there. Time, man. Before we go, Super Bowl predictions. Any Super Bowl
Chiefs winning.
predictions?
No, 49ers.
I know where we at. I know we in.
Hey
the
man,
middle.
you
How you
banned from
gonna be
KC,
from
bro. You banned from
KC
man.
and
Watch
talk
out,
about
man.
the
I'm school. I don't even want to be in the
49ers?
frame with you right now, bro. What?
You want to just, bro, if you know football, you would pick the 49ers.
You supposed to support the home
You can
team
support-
though.
What gives you the 49ers advantage over the?
More
Defense.
complete team. Defense too. Don't say the Chiefs.
Do y'all not know who Patrick Mahomes is? Do y'all not know the defense he has beaten this year? The Ravens, the Titans that
Chiefs don't win.
that
I don't even like
quote unquote exposed Lamar Jackson MVP.
Hey
Chiefs
man,
City, though.
I understand it's a lot of Chiefs fans, but I'm gonna go with the home team too, and I'm gonna go with the Niners. You know what I'm saying? They got a better defense. You know, Patrick Mahomes, he's special, but it can go either
I
way.
don't think y'all been watching the Chiefs defense these past few weeks because honestly it's been
They ain't better than Niners defense.
It's gonna get exposed.
I really don't watch football, but you know. I'm
the
just gonna
Niners
support
don't
the
have
home
a
team.
offense to expose anybody. The last game they had against the Packers, that was, I guarantee they don't have a run game day like that again.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I know
I
The
doubt
only
it.
advantage I
Richard-
feel like
Richard finna
the
step
Chiefs
up.
have is the quarterback.
And with,
Richard
it,
finna
and
step
with
up.
the rush we have
He
with
got
Frank
something to
Clark,
prove.
Terrell Suggs, Chris Jones, that
The Niners, man, we got
You don't know who that
Richard
is.
Sherman. We got Richard Sherman, Nick Bosa. Come on, man.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. I know the Niners are loaded, but when it comes to Jimmy G versus Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes is
Mahomes.
a
But
magic.
Jimmy
the-
G,
I just don't think.
Mahomes,
I just
yep.
don't think. I just don't think he can keep up
That's
with
it.
Patrick Mahomes. His offense can keep up with what Patrick Mahomes
But
can
the
do.
Niners are gonna play to their strengths. They're gonna run the ball.
Yep.
They not gonna.
But like I said, we do. Like I said, the front line we have, I feel like they can.
They gonna have to
Front
throw
line.
it because when I'm telling you, they gonna have to throw it
feel
because
you.
when Patrick Mahomes get lit up, bro, and he start tossing it around, Chiefs got too many weapons, bro, on the offensive side.
A lot of
the field.
weapons.
So
Niners
they gonna
got
want to play
weapons too,
catch
though.
up. They gonna it ain't
We got
gonna be no
Debo.
slow game.
We got Debo. You got Emmanuel Sanders. You know that boy Mostert. He was going crazy. What
Oh,
he
yeah,
have like
Mostert,
4
yeah.
touchdowns last game?
But that was that's like a one-time game thing. That's not something you saw consistent through the year.
Yeah, you did see it from
you
him
saw,
through
you
the
saw
year.
a 4
Inconsistent.
touchdown, 200-yard game first half from him all year.
Not all year, but bro, they got multiple running backs,
Ah,
bro.
cameras out.
Hold on. I was about to say I heard a beep.
It's this one right here.
Oh.
Look like I'm
Oh,
wrapping up the
hold
show
on.
today.
We'll
Yeah,
just
look.
gonna let-
Like I said, Chiefs winning the Super Bowl, man. Count it right now. When we come back next episode, I'm gonna be head to toe in red because the
Y'all
Chiefs
should
about to
make
win.
a bet, man.
Hey, we should.
You and the money. Y'all should make
we
a
should
bet.
make a bet.
Hey, we gonna make that bet. Hey, we back. First episode, season 2. I guess you would say. Event coming soon.
Big trust.
Woo woo. We out.